Hello, welcome to Gus McDowell's Strategy and Tactics, and thank you to our subscribers. Today, we're playing Sonalyst Combat Systems Fleet Command, an operational level naval combat simulator. Please remember to like the video and subscribe for more great strategy and tactics content. And if you want to show your support with a donation, the links are in the description. In this campaign, The Dragon and the Eagle, we look at a series of fictional naval clashes between the United States of America and the Chinese Communist Party in the alternate 1990s world of Fleet Command. In this scenario, South China Slugfest, the battle group commander of the Southeast Asian Australian Coalition, SEAAC, opposes a Chinese invasion of the Spratly Islands. The fictional SEAAC forces comprise Australia, Malaysia and the Philippines. These SEAAC forces are conducting a peaceful naval exercise in the South China Sea. The task group consists of Australian and Malaysian vessels, with Australian aircraft operating from an airbase on the Philippine islands of Palawan. Taiwanese naval forces are also exercising in the area, but to the west and separate from SEAAC. However, forces from China's People's Liberation Army Navy, PLAN, are making a menacing move south to the Spratly Islands. Intelligence suggests their intention is to occupy, then fortify the islands. After their defeat in the Andaman Sea while trying to block the Malacca Strait from the west, it appears they are now trying to block the Malacca Strait from the east. This would be a direct challenge to international law and to the sovereignty of claimant coastal states adjoining the South China Sea. After the events of the Malacca Strait episode, the US Navy has its hands full. A carrier battle group has left Guam en route to the Taiwan Strait, but for now, the US Navy is unable to assist. This means no aircraft carriers, no Hawkeye airborne radars, no Tomcats with Phoenix long-range air-to-air missiles, no Hornets with Harpoon missiles, no Prowlers with jamming or electronic attack, no guided missile destroyers with plentiful SM-2 surface-to-air missiles, and no guided missile cruisers with salvo after salvo of Tomahawk missiles fired at land and naval targets. In other words, this mission is old school. This is a 4-star mission and we're about to find out why. Mission tasking. 1. Protect Spratly Islands from PLAN invasion force. Use element of surprise to your tactical advantage. Consider use of emissions control, MCON. Number 2. Check the intel board. CIC has updated the force composition of the PLAN fleet. Number 3. Make prudent use of early warning aircraft so as not to give away the position of the main body. Number 4. Deploy ASW capable units to screen the main body. Number 5. Good hunting. This is the area of operations, the South China Sea. It is 1900 hours and the weather is clear as the sun sets over Vietnam to the west. To the south is the Philippine island of Palawan. The airbase on Palawan is hosting an RAAF squadron of PC-3 Orion aircraft on exercise. Moving north, the island of Mindoro and the island of Luzon. The large bay is of course Manila Bay, with Manila to the east, the Bataan Peninsula to the west, and the tiny island of Corregidor in the entrance to the bay. Further north is the Lingayen Gulf. And the South China Sea. You can see the hydrography where the seafloor rises to form small islands and reefs. To the south of the friendly fleet and west of Palawan is the Spratly Islands. Let's examine friendly forces. First, the Philippines airbase on Palawan. It currently hosts 4 P-3 Orion aircraft from the Royal Australian Air Force, RAAF, capable of anti-submarine warfare and anti-surface warfare missions. Before we go any further, let's configure the aircraft for anti-surface warfare operations and order them to take off.
You're cleared for takeoff. We'll go.
The airbase is also home to 4 Philippine S-70 Seahawk helicopters, capable of anti-submarine warfare, anti-surface warfare, and strike missions. Now to the naval vessels. There are 3 distinct groups, one to the west, one in the centre, and one in the east. The western group is from Taiwan. They are separate from SEAAC forces and heading in a different direction. Their flagship is the ROCS Changkung FFG 1101. Operated by Taiwan as a Changkung class guided missile frigate, she is 408 feet long with a beam of 42 feet and maximum speed of 29 knots. Sensors include high-frequency active sonar, active intercept, low-frequency passive sonar, surface ESM, visual, ship air radar medium range, ship surface radar medium range, and fire control radar. She carries 40 SM-1 medium-range surface-to-air missiles, 8 C-201 surface-to-surface missiles, 6 Mark 46 torpedoes, guns, and cannon. She has medium-range naval strike and air defence capability. Accompanying is her sister ship, the ROCS Changho FFG 1103. These frigates are escorting the high-oil PCFG 21. Operated by Taiwan, the high-oil PCFG is 65 feet long with a beam of 17 feet and maximum speed of 36 knots. Sensors include surface ESM, visual, ship air radar short range, and fire control radar. She carries 2 SSN-2 Styx surface-to-surface missiles. A naval strike 2-shot wonder with no self-defense capability. The flotilla has 5 such fast attack craft. They are screened by an anti-submarine warfare helicopter. Operated by Taiwan, the SH-60B Seahawk has a top speed of 133 knots, maximum altitude of 10,000 feet, and range of 600 nautical miles. Sensors include aircraft visual, surface search radar, aircraft ESM medium range, magnetic anomaly detection, passive sonobuoy, and active sonobuoy. The Seahawk carries 2 Mark 46 torpedoes. Moving to the central group of ships. First up, HMAS Sydney FFG 3. Operated by the Royal Australian Navy as an Adelaide-class guided missile frigate, she is 409 feet long with a beam of 48 feet and maximum speed of 29 knots. Sensors include high-frequency active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, low-frequency passive sonar, ship air radar medium range, ship surface radar medium range, and fire control radar. She carries 36 Standard Missile 1 medium-range surface-to-air missiles, 4 Harpoon missiles, 8 Mark 46 torpedoes, 4 Mark 50 torpedoes, guns, and cannon. Similar to Changkung, medium-range naval strike and air defence capability. In company is the HMAS Perth DDG-38. Operated by the Royal Australian Navy as a Perth-class guided missile destroyer, she is 409 feet long with a beam of 47 feet and maximum speed of 30 knots. Sensors include medium-frequency active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, ship air radar medium range, ship surface radar medium range, and fire control radar. She carries 36 SM-1 medium-range surface-to-air missiles, 4 Harpoon missiles, 6 Mark 46 torpedoes, guns, and cannon. Another medium-range naval strike and air defence capability. Finally, HMAS Newcastle FFG 6, another Adelaide-class guided missile frigate with the same loadout. Ahead of the Australian surface flotilla is the mighty HMAS Collins SSK 73. Operated by the Royal Australian Navy as a Collins-class diesel-electric submarine, she is 235 feet long with a beam of 27 feet, maximum speed of 20 knots, and maximum depth of 990 feet. Sensors include medium frequency active sonar, active intercept, low frequency passive sonar, surface ESM, visual, and ship surface radar short range. She carries 16 Mark 48 advanced capability or ADCAP torpedoes and 6 Harpoon missiles. She is on patrol and comms are available in 9 minutes. Also covering the flotilla is her sister boat HMAS Farncombe SSK 74. She has the same loadout and comms are available in 17 minutes. Moving to the eastern group, the first ship is Kapal Diraja or KD Kasturi FSG 25. Operated by the Royal Malaysian Navy as a Kasturi class FSG, she is 299 feet long with a beam of 32 feet and maximum speed of 28 knots. Sensors include high-frequency active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, ship-air radar medium range, ship surface radar medium range, and fire control radar. She carries 4 Exocet missiles, guns, and cannon. Limited naval strike with no air defence capability. Next, KD Lekiu FFG 30. Operated by the Royal Malaysian Navy as a Lekiu class guided missile frigate, she is 323 feet long with a beam of 38 feet and maximum speed of 28 knots. Sensors include high-frequency active sonar, active intercept, surface ESM, visual, ship-air radar medium range, ship surface radar medium range, and fire control radar. She carries 8 Exocet missiles, 16 enhanced Sea Sparrow missile surface-to-air missiles, 6 A244 torpedoes, and cannon. Medium-range naval strike with short-range air defence capability. Also, KD Jabat FFG 29, another Lekiu class guided missile frigate with the same loadout. Next, KD Ganyang PCFG 3504. Operated by the Royal Malaysian Navy as a Perdana PCFG, she is 143 feet long with a beam of 21 feet and maximum speed of 37 knots. Sensors include surface ESM, visual, ship surface radar short range, and fire control radar. She carries 2 Exocet missiles, guns, and cannon. Limited naval strike with no air defence capability. Also, KD Serang PCFG 3502, and KD Perdana herself PCFG 3501. A helicopter screens the Malaysian flotilla. Operated by Malaysia, the British-made HAS-3 HMA-8 Lynx has a top speed of 140 knots, maximum altitude of 10,000 feet, and range of 300 nautical miles. Sensors include aircraft visual, aircraft radar medium range, aircraft ESM medium range, dipping sonar, and magnetic anomaly detection. The Lynx carries 2 Mark 46 torpedoes. Last but not least, to the south of SEAAC forces is a P3 Orion. Operated by the Royal Australian Air Force as a maritime patrol aircraft, the P3 Orion has a top speed of 411 knots, maximum altitude of 28,300 feet, and range of 4,000 nautical miles. Sensors include aircraft visual, surface search radar, aircraft ESM long range, magnetic anomaly detection, passive sonobuoy, and active sonobuoy. The Orion carries 4 Mark 46 torpedoes and can carry Harpoon missiles. Next, let's review the intelligence. And there is a lot. Number 1. Reconnaissance indicates a PLAN flotilla of indeterminate size is currently north of SEAAC forces on a heading bearing 176.6 degrees. 2 fast attack detachments have evaded surveillance and their current position is unknown. Number 2. Intelligence operatives report the PLAN are using one of their Sovereign class destroyers as the flotilla flagship. This is likely to be the PLAN ship Hangzhou. Extra communication gear was noted being loaded onto the Huangfen 7120 and the Hoku 2, which likely indicates that they may be serving as command and control nodes. Targeting these specific ships may very well cripple the invading fleet, forcing them to withdraw. Number 3. Indications are that SEAAC forces are as yet undetected by the PLAN. All SEAAC forces have been granted weapons-free status. Number 4. Be advised, the PLAN are using merchant and fishing vessels to screen their advance. Avoid collateral damage at all costs. This is a reference to the PLMM, or People's Liberation Maritime Militia, a collection of fishing and other civilian vessels used in a paramilitary role in the South China Sea and elsewhere to support PLAN operations in the Grey Zone. Our challenge will be to distinguish between Grey Zone PLMM vessels and genuine fishers who are just trying to make a living. Before we start, let's refresh ourselves on our likely adversary. Intelligence indicates Sovereign destroyers, Huangfen and Hoku. We are looking for their air defense and strike capabilities. The Sovereign has SAN-7 Gadfly surface-to-air missiles and the Mosket or SSN-22 Sunburn surface-to-surface missile. The Luda only has C-201 surface-to-surface missiles and no surface-to-air missiles. The Luhu has French Cretal surface-to-air missiles and C-802 anti-shipping missiles. Jiangwei has no SAM or surface-to-surface missiles. Jianghu has C-201 surface-to-surface missiles. Huangfen has SSN-2 Styx surface-to-surface missiles, as does Hoku. So, our strategy should avoid their surface-to-surface missiles and force them to expend their limited Gadfly and Cretal surface-to-air missiles. Let's start the mission. The first of the P-3 Orion heads to the runway at the Palawan Air Base. Next, let's get the Taiwanese forces headed south and away from confrontation. Then the SEAAC forces.
Will do. Out.
At top speed.
Roger. Out. Will do. Out. Affirmative. Out. Affirmative. Out.
Helicopters commence anti-submarine warfare searches.
Launch aircraft immediately. Roger. Out. Out. Can do. Out.
The first of the Orion has taken off. The rest follow.
Affirmative. Roger, out.
The ASW Orion commences its search.
New intelligence message received. All strike Orion have taken off. They will follow a flight path to the north and out of PLA and radar range. This will intersect a flight path apparently running from Manila to the west. The Orions move to the air corridor.
Roger. Will do. VID track 6608. Will do, out.
The Seahawk moves to visually identify an unknown surface contact. An unknown helicopter has been detected to the north. Almost certainly PLAN. But neither the Taiwanese nor the SEAAC forces will fire first. ROCS Chung Ho orders its helicopter to launch and puts another at alert 15.
You are cleared to launch aircraft. Will do. Roger. Will do, out.
The Malaysian Lynx also commences anti-submarine warfare search.
Affirmative, out.
As does the RAAF Orion.
Will do, out.
Suddenly, fast-moving air contacts. Missiles, fired from the northeast of the Taiwanese flotilla.
Engaging track 6639. Will go out. Engage track 6639. Will go out.
Chung Ho prepares to fire SM-1 medium-range surface-to-air missiles.
Birds away. Track 6639. Track 6609.
as does Changkung. This is an act of war, but only against Taiwan.
VID track 6614. Affirmative, out. Kill track 6641. Wilco, weapon away, track 6. Engaging track 6635. Affirmative, out.
More missiles from the north aimed at the Australian ships.
Birds away, track 6. Engaging track 6641. Out. Engaging track 6641. Out. Engaging track 6638. Wilco, out. Weapon away, track 6638. Hostile emitter bearing 005. Engaging track 663. Emergency rocket bearing 005. Killing track 6636. Affirmative, out. Missile away, track 6. Taking track 6638. Will do. Weapon away, track 6638. Take track 6636. Will go out. Kill track 6640. Roger, out. Track 6614 is neutral surface. Take track 6640. Will do, out. Missile away, track 6640. Will go out. Will do. Kill track 6638. Will do.
Near miss for the Chung Ho. Gloves off, the ship now engages the mystery helicopter.
Engage track 6600. Wilco, birds away, track 6600. Take track 6640. Wilco, out. Weapon away, track 6640.
The flotilla leader sends an urgent message to Taipei, updating them on the situation.
Kill track 6642. Roger, out. Splash track 6600.
And splashes an SA-365 Dolphin. The helicopter was feeding targeting information back to the PLAN.
Kill track 6642. Will do, out. Weapon away, track 6. Kill track 6642. Will go out. Affirmative. Will do. Will do, roger, out. Missile away, track 6642. 6, out. Affirmative. Affirmative.
The final missile defeated, the Taiwanese frigate turned south. PLAN ships to the north launch more missiles. Firing at the Australian ships was another act of war by the PLAN forces. Word reaches capitals in moments. Chung Ho's helicopter reaches the flight deck and prepares to take off. This is a good time to pause the action for now and come back to the operation in the next episode. In this episode, PLAN forces moving on the Spratly Islands initiated hostilities against Taiwanese ships and against Australian ships conducting a peaceful exercise with SEAAC partners. In the next episode, Taiwanese and SEAAC ships avoid confrontation with the PLAN, while Orions deliver SEAAC's response to unprovoked aggression. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and donate, and stay tuned for the next episode.